Why, hello. Welcome to Tuesday. So, as I told you, we are continuing our review today. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will be review. And then on Thursday and Friday, you're going to take a test. It's one test, but you'll get 2 days to do it. So you can take your time and be careful and all of that. So, yesterday we reviewed adding fractions, dividing fractions, and volume. Today, we are going to review multiplying fractions, multiplying large numbers, multiplying decimals, another review of volume, and then we're going to start reviewing volume of those combo shapes or composite shapes. So that's a lot to do today, but let's get started. 2/3 times 10. There's two ways to do it. There's the picture way and there is the equation way. The picture way is to draw 2/3 and we're going to split up 10. So I don't know, 3, 3, and 3. So 3, 6, 9. Okay. There's one left over, right? So 1 divided by 3 is a third. So it's 3 and a third, 3 and a third, 3 and a third. But it's 2/3. I want two of them. So if I take two of them, I get 3 plus 3 is 6. 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3. So 6 and 2/3. Or, this is way A. You could do way B. You can multiply these puppies. You can go 2/3 times 10 over 1. 2 times 10 is 20. 3 times 1 is 3. But we cannot leave it like that. That will not be correct. How many times does 3 go into 20? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Nope, not the 7th time. 6 times. If it lands on 18, that means 19, 20. 2 are left over, so 6 and 2/3. Bingo, both ways come out the same. Okay, let's do another one of these problems. Now let's do 2/3 times 15. So I can do the picture way and the multiplication way. The picture way, I draw 2/3. And I'm splitting 15 into those thirds. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. And there's nothing left over, so no fraction. And it says 2/3 of it, so I take two of them. 2/3 of 15 is 10. Okay, so that's the picture way. Now let's look at the multiplication way. 2/3 times 15 over 1. 2 times 15 is 30. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 goes into 30. Well, 3 times 10 is 30, so it goes in 10 times. Both come out as 10. That's multiplying fractions. You know we've done it a million times. That's your final review, and good luck to you. Let's move on. Okay, multiplying large numbers. There are two ways to do it. I will go over both ways just as a refresher. First, on the algorithm, we'll call this way A. Each number on the bottom takes a turn with the number on the top. So the ones digit multiplies by both numbers. So there's really like 4 problems here. So 3 times 8 is 24. So I put the 4, I carry the 2. 3 times 7 is 21, plus the 2 is 23. Okay, then I like to erase everything I carry up here to get rid of it. Now I'm in the tens digit, so I am going to put a 0 here to show I am in the tens digit. And now this guy gets a turn with both numbers. So 2 times 8 is 16, carry my 1. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15, so 5, and the 1 drops down. I add them all up, 4 plus 0, 4 plus 0 is 4. 3 plus 6 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 7. 1. So 78 plus 23 is 1,794. To do the area model, well, you simply break it in to its places. So 78 gets broken into 70 and 8. 23 gets broken into 20 and 3. And then you just line them up. So here I'm going to do 70 times 20. And I know 7 times 2 is 14. And there's 2 tens, so 1,400. Here I can do 70 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21. There's a 10, so it's 210. Okay, here I'm going to do 8 times 20. 8 times 2 is 16. There's 110, so 160. 8 times 3 is 24, and there's no tens. Now I have to add them up. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 4. 0 plus 1 plus 6 plus 2. So 7, 9. 4 plus 2 plus 1, 6, 7, and 1. They both come out to 1,794. All right, so either way works. Whatever one you want to do, they both have advantages and disadvantages. I find way A a little easier and less time consuming, but I find way B easier to fix if I make a mistake. So really, it's up to you, whichever one you prefer. Okay, so multiplying with decimals. You can do the area model or you can do the algorithm here. I'm only going to do one on this problem, but it's the same idea. I'm going to do the algorithm, but whichever way you do, just pretend there's no decimal here. Just pretend it's 65 times 24. So do 65 times 24. So 4 times 5 is 20. Carry the 2. 4 times 6 is 24 plus 2, so it's 26. Erase what's up here. Now I'm in the 10, so I'm going to put a 0. And now they're going to take turns. So 2 times 5 is 10. Put the 0, carry the 1. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Okay, so 65 times 24 would be 1,560. Now that would be if it was 65 times 24 ones. But it wasn't 24 ones, it was 24 tenths. Okay, I took out one place and I put back in one place. And I start all the way over on the right. You start all the way on the right and you put it back in. So now if I read my answer, I have 156,000 tenths, or 156 ones and 0 tenths. That's what you have to do. And that was last week when we were doing this. I noticed people were having a hard time with the decimal. Okay? So that's how you multiply and add with a decimal. Okay, here's a little double review. So remember that volume is length times width times height, right? And if they give us the area, they knew the length and width. We don't need to know it. We just know they knew the length and width was 40. So all we have to do is add the third dimension, which is 7. So 40 times 7, 4 times 7 is 28. Times a 10 is 280. It's feet. And this is 3 dimensions, so it's to the third power. Okay, there's that review. Moving on. Big day today. Okay, so for this one, we have to remember that volume is length times width times height. But now we have two shapes. So we're going to do a shape A and a shape B. And you have to find the length, the width, and the height of both A and B. So we'll do B over here, we'll do A over here. Okay? Now, so shape A, I see the length here is 6. I see the width is 5. And I see the height is 4. So 6 times 5 is 30. Times 4 is 120 inches cubed. All right. Now for B, let's go to B. What do we see here? Well, we can see the length is 3. The width I can see is the same, so it's 5. And the height, it's neatly labeled there, is 2. So 3 times 5 is 15. Times 2 is 30 inches cubed. But here's the final step that many of you were not doing. I found two separate volumes, but now you have to add them together. So you have to do 120 plus 30 equals 150 inches to the third power. Okay? Okay, so that was the review for today. I know that was a big one, but it is things we've done multiple times now, so hopefully it went pretty fast or kind of easy. Make sure you take care on the problems. These are the exact kind of problems you will see on the test, more or less. Okay? Good luck.